Show you how to get to ClassDojo and sign up. So you open Google Chrome, you type in ClassDojo, it will be the first one that pops up. So I'm gonna click this. Once it gets to right here, you click sign up, and you can sign up as a teacher, a parent, student, or a school staff. And I'm going to show you how to sign up as a teacher. So what you do is you choose your title, then you put your first name, your last name, your email address, and your password. And I already have an account, so I'm going to get into this one. You can create your own classes, and I'm going to show you how to make one. Down here, it's got guides and stuff that you can use. You can name your class whatever you want, so I'm just going to put first period. And you're going to select your grade for your class. Okay, now you're going to add all the students, so I'm just going to add some quick ones.
Teachers, please.
So now I'm just adding 3 kids, and you can get parent and student invites if you need any more students, or if you want parents to get on ClassDojo to help you. And you can click this right here, and parents and students can sign up on their phones. They can see the updates for the class, they can see how well their kids are doing, and they can contact the teacher if they need anything. So click this, and it's preparing the invites that I can send out to parents. So down here, it's got the printed invites that all I have to do is click for it to print, and it's got the password for the students to get on to this class, and then the parents. So here is the students, and then there's the parents. And it has some links that you can click, and it goes down for every student. There's a different password. So I'm going to get back on the ClassDojo. Click next, and then it's going to ask you about different languages, and it's still the what can parents do and the other thing that these are the behaviors that you grade the students with on how they're being during class. You can either give them a positive feedback or a negative. You can also add the behavior. You can add different levels for how you want theirs to be. You can also add a picture for the behavior. So now we are going to finish up this class, and once it gets to here, this is where you will be grading and editing your class. So you can still add students that you need, and once you do this, you can add as many students as you want. It doesn't matter how many, but you grade the students here. So that's what happens when you give them a positive feedback, and when you give them a negative, that's what happens. So you can also give the whole class, feedback. You can also give the whole class positive and negative. So you can add groups. So if I want to add a group with Kevin and Harley, then I just put a name. So I'm going to put group 1. And I create the group, and then I can award this group as many times as I want. So now what I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back to these classes and see I can have as many classes as I want. So once I get to right here, let's get back to the other class. Okay, let me find this. Okay, so now you can, the class story is just messages that's being sent throughout the website that shows parents what's happening and how they can help. And here's the messages that are sent to individual parents. When I go back to classroom, it just goes right here. When you click view reports, it shows how your class is, and you can go to the individual students. Then you can choose which day or all time. You can choose at all how you want to show your class behavior. And you can take notes for your class if you need to do anything. So you can also print out their behavior chart. In settings, this is all it is. Reset bubbles. So what this does is you choose the students that you want their bubbles to be reset, which their bubbles are their behavior charts right up here that you can see. And when you reset those, it just goes back to 0. So you can re-add and everything. But, so I'm going to undo all of this. So you can also click random. And once it gets to this, you can add anything. If you're sitting in class, this is a good way to discipline your kids, because if they're talking to being off task and you give somebody a bad report, then everybody else is going to be quiet. So you can click on individual people. You can go random. You can award multiple kids at once. So I'm going to give these 2 points. They didn't bring their homework today, so they get a bad grade. And I'm going to add the whole class 2 points for being on task. And I can also set a timer. I can set it for 5 minutes. I can set it for, I can set it as a stopwatch. And that's pretty much all you need to know about ClassDojo. So we are done.